Okay, hello everyone. Here's assignment 6C. I don't have it labeled right now. I just wanted to show you guys when you open up your standard border that I helped you do. Basically, all you're doing is this pretty much. All right. All right. So there we go, and of course the date. Change the date whenever you want to, and to whatever date that is. And okay, so there's our drawing. So let's start building this one up. If you notice, when you look at it, it's all a bunch of circles, right? All circles. Everything's all based on circles. So let's do that. And we'll talk about this little relief here in a minute. That's basically this little channel you see going all the way around. The center of that relief is that center right there, which happens to be right there, which happens to be what? 150 in diameter. Okay, so and that happens to be shown right there as well. That shows you it's the center of, it's the center of that relief. Okay, that relief is so that things can mate directly on this face and directly on this face. And essentially, I'll draw you something and show you how it works. So if I have a part that I'm coming in to, just say there's a part that's going to come in and fit in this corner. So I'm going to move this, and I'm going to be free-handed. I'm going to show you what happens when a part comes in here and goes into to fit. What happens? It hits the back wall back there on the right, and it comes down and touches this wall here. Well, guess what? It'll hit nicely on that wall. It'll hit nicely in the bottom wall, and I'm good to go. Everything's all good. So what does a relief do for me? It takes care of what? It takes care of this corner right here for me. Because this corner could be sharp. It could have a fillet like this. But if it had a fillet like this, it'd be no problem fitting in this corner. But usually, they don't have fillets like this. They can have a fillet probably like this. Alright, so there's your fillet. Now, if I had a sharp point in there, this still would be okay. But in the case of if the part goes in, to avoid any problems with this corner, related to this corner, now you have to remember, if this relief was not here, what would we have here? We've had a fillet probably around this, the one that was before, which was, say, 1 at the most. So we go here to here, and whatever. And there we go. So now that's the fillet what the part will have, because parts can't have inside of a sharp corner, right? Can't do it. It's not possible. You have to have some kind of a radius in there. Well, now let's say I didn't have that relief in there, and let's say you see parts that have radiuses. Oh yeah, they're radiuses, no big deal, it'll fit. Well, let's move this back in there again and see if it'll work. If I go straight into the back wall and I go straight down, what's happening? What's happening? My part cannot go in past this spot. That's because there is no relief to handle this corner, the differences between the two corners. So what we do is we put that relief that you saw I had in there, and that allows me to circle, showing you here. And that was a radius of 1.5. So I'm just going to move it over to be where it needs to be in the middle. Let's make this line go down because I got rid of it. I lost my position. Let's go perpendicular. Oh, you know what? Just fillet it. Radius 0. And I'll bring these two corners back together, and then move this piece from the center of it straight to this corner, and that's the center of this. And then basically trim these two things out, trim this out, and there's my fillet back in there, or there's my relief. Okay, so that relief allows me to move this piece, and guess what? It fits nicely. Don't have to worry about that corner at all. I know that it'll fit no matter what I do. Okay, that is the purpose of a corner relief. In this case, it's the relief in the bottom there. All right. Just want to show you what that was so you understand.